everyone. BlackBerry. Remember those indestructible phones with the physical keyboards? Back in the early 2000s, they absolutely ruled the corporate world. Business execs, lawyers, top managers, everyone had a BlackBerry in their pocket. It was a status symbol, like a Rolex on your wrist. But how did this company that once dominated the market end up on the sidelines? Let's break it down. It all started in 1984. Mike Lazaridis and Doug Fragan founded Research in Motion, or RIM, in a tiny garage in Canada. At first, they built wireless modems, but in 1999, the first BlackBerry launched, basically a pager with email. Boom! By 2003, they had 1 million users. People could finally check email on the go, a total game changer for business. Then came 2006. The BlackBerry Pearl dropped with a camera and media player, but still rocking that iconic keyboard. The company was valued at $13 billion, stock flying high. But a storm was brewing. Apple was quietly working on something that would flip the entire industry upside down. 2007. Steve Jobs steps on stage and unveils the iPhone. Touchscreen, multi-touch, full web browser, and 0 physical buttons. The world loses its mind. iPhone sells millions, and people fall in love with touch interfaces. BlackBerry watches and thinks, "Psst, that's a toy for teenagers. Our focus is security and keyboards for serious people." They completely ignore the trend. Fact, in 2008, BlackBerry still held 16% of the smartphone market, but pressure was mounting. Instead of jumping on touch, they released the BlackBerry Storm, their first touchscreen phone. It's a disaster. The screen clicks like a button, it's buggy, reviews are brutal, millions returned. Meanwhile, iPhone launches the App Store, 500 apps on day one, and changes everything forever. BlackBerry stubbornly doubles down on the enterprise segment. Their killer features? Encrypted BBM messages, push email, rock-solid security. Governments, banks, even President Obama carries a BlackBerry. That's their golden ticket. 2009, peak time. 20% global smartphone market share, 50 million users. They think consumers? Let Apple have them. We're for business. But the market shifts fast. Android launches in 2008, and Samsung plus HTC start eating share like crazy. By 2010, iPhone and Android together own 50% of the market. BlackBerry keeps polishing keyboards. The Bold 9000 becomes a legend among executives, but younger users are gone to touchscreens. In 2010, RIM bought QNX for a new OS, but it'll take years to deliver, while competitors are already miles ahead. 2011, BlackBerry Playbook. Their tablet launches without email or BBM at release. Total flop. Only 500,000 units sold in the first quarter. Then shelves go empty. Stock crashes 75% in a year. They change CEOs. Thorsten Hines steps in, but way too late. 2012, BlackBerry posts $1 billion in losses. Users are fleeing. Even enterprise clients start switching to iPhone because Apple now offers solid enterprise security. BlackBerry keeps repeating, keyboard is everything. Obama's still using one in 2013, but even the White House is quietly testing alternatives. The whole thing is falling apart. 2013. Finally, BlackBerry 10 launches. New OS with touch support, Z10 full touchscreen, and Q10 with keyboard. Launch is a catastrophe. Tiny app ecosystem, bugs everywhere, high price. Sales, 2.7 million units in Q1 instead of the expected 10 million. They lay off 4,500 employees, 40% of the workforce. Market share drops to 3%. They try to chase consumers. BBM launches on iOS and Android, but who's waiting around? By end of 2013, $5.9 billion in losses. John Chen becomes CEO and says, "We're pivoting to software."
but the hardware ship is already sinking. 2014 to 2015, BlackBerry Priv, their first Android phone with a sliding physical keyboard. Cool concept, terrible timing. Market is flooded with Samsung and Apple. Sales, a pathetic 600,000 units. Fact, by 2016, market share is under 0.5%. They stopped making phones in-house and hand production to TCL. 2017, Key 1 launches, keyboard plus Android. Die-hard fans cheer, but the masses have moved on. Security scandals hit competitors, but it doesn't help. Trust is gone. Companies shift hard to software, cybersecurity, IoT. The smartphone brand quietly dies.
By 2020, BlackBerry fully exits hardware. Their phones are now just memories. From a peak market cap of $84 billion in 2008 down to $3 billion in 2020, a 96% wipeout. If they'd embraced touchscreens on time, they could have fought Samsung head-on. A bunch of former employees jumped to Apple and Google, bringing their ideas along. The irony? The keyboard that made them legends became their anchor. The enterprise obsession blinded them. While they were busy serving executives, everyday consumers ran to iPhone. Today, BlackBerry is a software company. No glory left.
The final number hurts. From 50 million users in 2010 to 0 new smartphones by 2022. But there's a silver lining. Their cybersecurity bets are paying off. In 2023, software revenue hit $850 million. BlackBerry's story is a brutal lesson. Don't cling to the past when the future is knocking. Betting everything on keyboards and enterprise killed them in the touchscreen era. Miss one big trend, and a giant turns into a niche player.